What's up guys, my name is Ace, and I probably caught your attention with the title and thumbnail of this video because this seems to go completely against what I've been asking for when it comes to Call of Duty, but I honestly feel this could be the best solution to things. I think Modern Warfare 2 should bring back the Awareness or Amplify perk from previous Call of Duty games. Now, for those that maybe haven't been around the franchise for a while and don't know, this style of perk is essentially the opposite of the Dead Silence perk in that it boosts enemy footstep audio for you so you can hear enemy footsteps much better. And you're probably thinking, why would you want that? Aren't you always complaining about how loud footsteps are and how you want the Dead Silence perk in the game? And yes, that's true. My playstyle is much better suited to having quieter footsteps so I can move more freely around the map and take people off guard that rely on footstep audio as their primary source of awareness. But here's the deal, I genuinely don't want the game to cater to me and my playstyle. Instead, I want the game to cater to a wide variety of playstyles and provide good tools and options for everyone regardless of the playstyle that you're looking for. And that's exactly how Infinity Ward has been marketing this game as well, is to appeal to a wider variety of playstyles. And this is exactly why I feel they should bring the Amplify perk into the game alongside a Ninja perk to dampen footsteps. And the way I'd have them interact is just like they did in the past, where if I'm running Ninja but my enemy is running Amplify, that Amplify perk will essentially just cancel out my Ninja perk, and my footstep would sound the same as if neither of us were using those perks. Now, alongside the addition of these perks, I do think it would be important to also tone down the base footstep audio a little bit. Doesn't have to be a crazy tone down, but just a slight reduction, because as it was in the beta, the standard footstep sounds were much more comparable to older Call of Duties while using that Amplify or Awareness perk. So it was essentially like they just built in that perk for everyone for free throughout the beta. And to me, that doesn't really foster a variety of playstyles, and instead, I feel like it would be much better for players to select the specific perks that support their intended playstyle for that match or for that particular class setup. I think it's totally fine for the lesser skilled players that haven't developed that more big picture awareness of what's going on around them. I think it's fine for them to select a perk that allows them to rely on that footstep audio so they don't get snuck up on by somebody that took advantage of a good flank route. I mean, back when I started playing Call of Duty, I actually relied on those Amplify and Awareness perks because I didn't really understand the big picture. I didn't understand what was going on around me. So I found if I put that perk on, then I could just really listen hard for footsteps. And it was rare that somebody would be able to sneak up on me because I was using that. Unless, of course, they were using Ninja or Dead Silence, but I could still hear them because my perk was effectively just canceling out the effects of their perk. They would be a bit harder to hear than people that weren't using Ninja for me, but those footsteps were still quite audible because I was using that perk to boost the footstep audio. I just had to pay a little bit more attention to those Ninja users. And honestly, I feel like this is the best solution to this footstep debate that's been raging in the community. I don't see how this wouldn't make both sides of the debate happy, and I feel like if they are truly trying to appeal to a wide variety of playstyles and a wide variety of players, this right here is the optimal answer. I have no problem with someone relying on that footstep audio if they're trading something off in order to gain that power. If they're using up one of their valuable perk slots in order to hear those footsteps more effectively, fine, you brought those tools into the fight with you, you gave up something to gain that power, you deserve that. Just like on the opposite end of that, for me, using the Ninja perk, if I manage to find that gap in your setup and sneak up on you and shoot you in the back because you're relying far too heavily on footstep audio to always let you know when somebody's near you, and you fail to have good map knowledge, spawn knowledge, mini-map awareness, and awareness of gaps in your team's setup, then that's on you, and I was able to use my tools to support my playstyle. And if you're finding that these pesky Ninja users are sneaking up on you too often, then you have Amplify, which you can pop on your class, and that will help counteract those people that are sneaking up behind you. It's all about checks and balances, and I feel like that is the best way to do it to make the most amount of people happy in this situation. As it is right now, I feel they're leaning way too far in the extreme on one direction, which is appealing to players that love hearing really loud, clear footstep audio even through walls, and it allows them to not have to learn the deeper forms of awareness that higher skilled players develop over years. But in doing that, it completely alienates the other players that like to be stealthy. They like to try to flank enemy players. And in the beta, all those players have access to is a limited use field upgrade that's even significantly nerfed from the previous version of the field upgrade. And to me, this isn't even remotely close to being balanced when we're talking about playstyle variety. And the way I see it is if you're strongly defending the current state of the Footstep audio with no Ninja perk, you don't want Amplify, you just want those footsteps to be loud and clear for everyone, you're not truly looking for playstyle variety, you're instead asking to be catered to because you like that style of play. I'm absolutely not asking for them to swing it completely in the other direction so it's catering to the people on the other side. I'm literally asking for a middle ground, and this solution, I feel, is the perfect middle ground for this situation. Now, of course, I do realize we're just a few weeks away from launch, and it's probably a pretty big ask for them to suddenly include 2 brand new perks into the game. So don't get me wrong, I do realize this is a stretch. I'm more so just trying to look for optimal solutions, and what would this game look like in an ideal world if they truly were looking for playstyle variety in the game. Additionally, with a lot of these criticism and feedback videos that I make, I once again feel the need to state that I can adapt to the way that the game was in the beta. I did adapt just fine. I can pre-aim corners and hear people coming and pre-fire them just fine. So this isn't a case of me suddenly struggling and not able to keep my head above the water. I'm still leading lobbies, I'm still performing really well. But this isn't the style of play I look for when I play a Call of Duty game, and I feel like they've been significantly limiting options and limiting playstyle variety while saying that they're doing the opposite of that. And that, I feel, if unchanged, will significantly limit my playtime with this game as well as my general enjoyment with this game. And of course, this is all just my opinion, but I want to hear from you guys in the comments down below, no matter which side of the equation you fall on here, whether you like really loud footstep audio or you like the ability to have dampened footstep audio. What would you think about this compromise and sort of meeting in the middle where players on both sides of the debate can just choose the perks that support what they are looking for with their playstyle, and they have proper counterplay and balance and trade-offs involved there to ensure that one style doesn't take over another? Just let me know all of those thoughts in the comments down below. If you enjoyed the video, a like rating is always appreciated, and don't forget to subscribe for more if you haven't already. I'll talk to you guys next time.